Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Shadow Hearts number 1 on PlayStation 2. Listen to me, please. Lately, my husband has been so involved in work that he's paying no attention to me. Is my nose, like, too big, or are you, like, thinking it's cool? Is it too dark to see? Is that good? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Lottery ticket, no. Ah, damn it, not fast enough. It's an exquisite old altar. That day, I was praying here myself, and then I went outside to the back way. Father went to call on Father Doyle, who was closed up in the confessional. I wonder what Father Doyle was doing here. Why didn't he go with us to see the Cardinal? Maybe he didn't want to meet Cardinal Simon? Cardinal Simon? Aha. Let's see, spin ring 3. Unlike normal ring keys spinning after one rotation. Okay. Oh, it's that red color. God, I have a hard time seeing it. There's a hollow in the back of the shelf, a hiding place for Father Doyle's papers. I have committed a terrible, heinous act. I sold my best friend, Elliot, and his daughter to demons to protect my own life. I will never be able to purge this sin, no matter if I burn myself 1,000 times. All I can do now is repent my sins alone to God every day. But I know who Roger Bacon really is. How long is he going to leave me alone? I'm going to be next. Next. There's a photograph between the papers. 1888 Revival Festival with Father Hans Doyle and Cardinal Albert Simon. We met him that night. Cardinal Albert Simon. No. Looks like you're onto us. Please set your mind at ease, Sister Alice. I have no intention of harming you. I just wish to speak with you a little. Oh, is that so, Roger Bacon? Or should I say, Cardinal Albert Simon? That's right. That's my true name, though you may call me whichever you pleases you. Father Doyle knew your secret from the beginning, didn't he? That Cardinal Simon and the Dark Warlock, Roger Bacon, were one and the same. That's why you concealed your identity from us by using Olga to kill my father. Exactly so. You see, I just had to have your powers. Only one person every 100 years or so is born with powers like yours. But now I have obtained a different key. You mean Koudelka? Soon I will begin final preparations, with her help. And I prefer that nothing stands in our way. Neither you nor any of your friends. That's impossible, as long as you continue in your wicked ways. But why are you so insistent in using magic you know is forbidden? Why is it that you want to destroy the world? Alice, do you think things are right in the world? Huh? True peace is impossible. Only an illusion of peace exists in the superficial calm of our lives. In fact, the blood and tears of the poor are sacrificed daily by a handful of elite powermongers. No matter how far science and technology advances, repression will never cease for a Roman human. Whenever the calls for revolution turn into concrete action, instigators are met by the full resistance of the elite, who stop at nothing to keep their power. But then why do you... I am motivated by revenge. Revenge? Yes, revenge. Revenge against the dead who have lost their very souls. I'm glad to have been able to talk today. Thank you, sister. Unfortunately, the next time we meet will be as enemies. Please give my regards to the others. Well then. Albert Simon. I can't believe it. You mean Bacon himself was the very man we were looking for, Cardinal Simon? So, he said he was beginning his final preparations, right? Yes. If he's serious, then we don't have any time to waste. We'd better head to Wales, too. I wonder what's waiting there for us. Wales, huh? What's the matter? My mom told me about an incident experienced in Wales. A scientist was trying to raise the dead in a monastery he bought. I heard that the dead turned into horrible monsters. What the? It's just like the orphanage. Maybe there's some connection with Cardinal Simon. Well, I guess we're off to Wales. Definitely not Shu Shin. That guy's useless. So in this playthrough, we are not going to go for the good ending. The good ending, strangely enough, is not canon. It's actually the bad ending that's canon. And it'll make more sense once we start the second game. Let's see. Probably need a bunch of those, don't I? 11. %'s good enough. 200 MP. This one's so much more expensive. not at a point where I can get a whole lot of money. I think that's the worst thing. What the hell? Is this some kind of alien's house? Be careful, it may fuse or transform or something. Are you kidding? Don't tell me you believe that junk. Oh boy. You're not supposed to come back. Huh? But, you know, it's dangerous. What if they transform? Nothing's going to transform. Well, it might be dangerous if you get too close. Come on, let's go. It's a pretty slick-looking house, and it isn't locked or anything. What kind of house is this? There's a strange machine here. I think this house is going to transform. Yeah, even then the whole thing will rocket off. Where do you grow up? It's a machine with a moving floor surface. The complex gears seem to have been made by a true craftsman. It's a machine made out of junk and old metal. Looks like it becomes a cockpit when it transforms. A complicated schematic diagram is spread across the desktop. This bookshelf is full of books that look too difficult to bother reading. The person's name is crudely carved into the tombstone. James O'Flattery, rest in peace with your loved ones. Wow, these ruins are huge. So, this is the evidence of the monastery research to raise the dead, just as Hallie said. There was something here. But now, this entire place is like a graveyard. It's just so sad. Oh yeah? You can hear the cries of the dead roaming this area. Who's this? You see all these things? Not human, not ghosts. Happy things, unfortunate things, lucky things, poor things, misunderstood things, necessary things, unneeded things. All of them have returned to the earth and the heavens. Who are you? Why turn your back on me? What? I don't think I should look into your eyes. Well, wasn't that to blow a stinger? What's it called? Verbal abuse? The one that always spars with freedom of speech. Bada boom, bada bing. You get my meaning? Hey, now, just what is it with you? Me? What do you think? Made you think you could name me? Thought I'd be your new friend, huh? Well, sorry. Maybe if we had more time, then we could have been friends. I'll barely finish on schedule even as it is, but boy, it would have been fun to adventure with you. What are you babbling about? I guess it doesn't matter. What doesn't matter? Who exactly are you? My name is Roger Bacon, the eternal prodigy, lover of science and learning. Huh? What? Roger Bacon? Yes. Are you here for a delivery? Koudelka told us to come here. Koudelka? You mean that Koudelka? You even know who Koudelka is, old geezer. Oh, of course I do. I wouldn't forget that strange girl. Koudelka Lassant, correct? I see. So the time has come. Why don't you all come inside? It can't be that. I'll be waiting. Come see me, okay? Who the heck was that? Roger Bacon. At least that's what he said. I know, I do kind of want to play Koudelka again, although the game is not fun. So, it's a hard one to really go back to. The door's locked tight. But, you know, it's the beginning of this mythology. And it's a pretty interesting world. I am sad that the game never managed to gather its legs and find its audience. But that's what we're here for, is to sort of play this out, and hopefully people will be interested in playing this themselves. And maybe we'll get a sequel to A New World, but you never know. So we can't continue Yuri's story, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I see, and that's why you came to see me. Mr. Roger Bacon? Please, call me Roger. What is it, Alice? How do you know Koudelka? 10 years ago, those ruins were called Nemeton Monastery. In reality, the monastery was a jail for political prisoners with life sentences. In time, its role as a prison faded away, and the building was bought by a man named Patrick. Then, that dreaded incident happened. Dreadful incident? Patrick moved into Nemeton with his beautiful wife Elaine and a pair of servants. But one day, some bandits broke into their home and took Elaine's life. Patrick couldn't accept her death and delved into deep research of black magic. He finally raised her from the dead, but what returned was not his wife, but a hideous monster. Koudelka defeated that monster and released Elaine's soul. Hey, that story. Does that Emigre or something or other book have something to do with it? You know the Emigre document? Patrick used it extensively in his research. How did Patrick get a hold of the emigrant document? I'm not sure, but I think he bought it from someone. A man stole that book from the Vatican. His name is Roger Bacon. Who? Me? But he's actually Cardinal Albert Simon. Maybe he sold the document to Patrick. Albert? Albert Simon? I see. He has been cornered these past years with the study of the deepest laws of the universe. I knew it. He hasn't given up yet. We're fighting, Albert. You know Cardinal Simon? Yes, I know him well. He was a student of mine. A student? Really? It's true. How long ago was it now? I'd say about 300 years before I slept here. It's about the time period when he followed the Crusaders and fought against the Ottoman Empire.
Of all my disciples, he stood out as the finest. In fact, he was too good. Having come from the lowest and poorest class of society, Albert lifted himself up and applied himself diligently to study so that he could change the world. I saw great promise in him, and I taught him everything I knew. Law, philosophy, science, astronomy, alchemy. But in time, he began to question certain contradictions he saw in the world. The ruling classes and the subjected masses. He came to reject a world in which a person's place was determined by his birth, and he lost patience with me when I attempted to moderate his views. In the end, he brought me up on charges before the court of the Vatican. But it was he whom the church condemned. Of course. In an age of absolutism, anyone who called for the granting of rights to individual citizens could do nothing but anger the powers that be, whether in the church or the state. Any such person was destined to be condemned as a heretic and locked away forever or tortured to death. The truth is, I knew that he was right. But I also knew that a world in which everyone could live as equals was nothing but a pipe dream. Perhaps it could be achieved in time, as knowledge spread more widely among the people. But for that age, it was an idea much too far ahead of its time.
He plotted revenge because his ideas weren't accepted? Albert changed after the trial. His cynical smile did little to hide the darkness behind his eyes. Ignoring my advice, he pushed himself to the limit and ended up becoming trapped by the black arts. He unsealed forbidden magics and worked to fulfill his dream, the total destruction of society. But I feel like I can understand how he felt, in a way. We can't leave him be. Albert will do something drastic, using Koudelka's power. We have to stop him. I know, but we don't know where he is. If I am right, he is close. What? I'm sure Koudelka realized what Albert was about to do. In that case, we don't have much time. You're prepared to fight him, correct? Yeah, but I don't know how long we'll last fighting him. But I won't give up until we settle this. Okay then, I shall assist you. I'll take you to Albert. Roger? Really? This teleporter isn't completed yet, but the vending machine works fine. Get whatever you might need. Wait for me at the Nemeton Monastery ruins when you're ready. There's a strange machine. Let's touch it. I'm gonna look at the prices. What? Fuck that one up, huh? grind a bit. I need some money, that's for sure. Okay, I need to maximize all of my fusions too. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'll show you the last secret that remains in these ruins. Is there really something here? Keep your eyes open. You'll soon find out why I reside here. Go ahead. What is this place? It's full of evil spirits. Can you sense the atmosphere of curse and chaos that remains here? I'm proud of you. Koudelka's power sealed him, but his spirit remains. It makes me shiver to even think of him. Are you okay? Yes, thank you. The large part over there was used to create a human who shouldn't have existed. Elaine's body, without her soul, turned into an inhuman entity. Patrick didn't intend for that. Since ancient times, this place has been called Nîmes. It contains a mysterious power. There are other places like this as well. Let's see. Such as Easter Island, the civilization of Atlantis, and the lost continent of Mu. All of those places were situated upon the Earth's nerve points. Earth's nerve points? You mean like in acupuncture? That's right. The stars have a strong influence on this location. Unusual powers build up here. So this is a special place on the planet? Yes, it's where a certain something is sealed in place. Just as I thought, someone opened this door. This door was made in ancient times to seal the ruins. You've seen the seal before, haven't you? This is an illustration of the soul that is called the Judgment Ring. Those three eyes drawn here describe motive, action, and outcome. Motive is the conscious of life. Action is the possibility of life. Outcome is the destiny of life. Receptacles of our souls. This is a common principle that all humans share. You're following your will to grab your future on your own. And you'll see the outcome of your action on the other side of the Door of Judgment. Door of Judgment. And at the end of this path shall you find Albert and Koudelka. They will be there without fail. This is the furthest I can go. You must decide on your own if you want to walk through the door or not. Kind Roger, you really think we'd come this far just to turn back? We've determined to get to the ends of... We've determined to go to the ends of the earth long ago, buddy. You're right. That's why we're here, after all. That's right. I still need a great climax for my autobiography. We can't turn back now. All right. Let me open the Door of Judgment for you. I'll wait here. I trust that you'll be back. Thank you, Roger. Don't be foolhardy. Let me replenish your strength. Yes, well, we will be back. I have a fair bit of grinding to do. chests repel one another. The first chest repels the second, and the second repels the third. The third chest repels the first and the second. If you open all three, the white mist barrier will open. The seal is of flame. When the seal and the flame shine together, the treasure will be opened. The flame is light. When all of the colors are mixed, the flame will glow white. Enough SP in the first place. Oh, these would all be open? I thought they all needed to be closed. Oh, shoot. Reaction time's not too good when I'm sick. Not to mention it's not too good when I'm well either. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is Audap. You've been watching Shadow Hearts #1 on PlayStation 2. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.